Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Sumo fans. I'm Vinny and this is Sumo Files. And my friends, for the first time in history, Japan has a female prime minister. Sanae Takaichi took office on October 21st, 2025, a moment that marks a new chapter for the nation. But her arrival in power also raises an unexpected question, one that leads straight into the sacred clay of sumo. In every Grand Sumo tournament, when the champion lifts the Emperor's Cup, other two prizes are also presented: the championship flag and the very special Prime Minister's Cup. Traditionally, this trophy is handed directly by the Prime Minister of Japan, who steps up onto the Dohyo to deliver it in person. It's a gesture of honor and continuity, a bridge between Japan's government and its most ancient sport. But now, for the first time ever, that Prime Minister is a woman, and that simple fact has created a cultural dilemma. In professional sumo, women are not allowed to step onto the Dohyo. The reason isn't written in law, but it's rooted in centuries of Shinto tradition. See, the Dohyo is considered sacred ground, and women have historically been considered ritually impure within that context. This rule has caused controversy before. In 2018, when a mayor collapsed during a sumo event, female medics who rushed in to save him were asked to leave the Dohyo. Even earlier, female governors and cabinet officials were prevented from presenting trophies because they weren't allowed to enter the Dohyo. Now, with Sanae Takaichi as prime minister, the tradition faces a crossroads. When the next tournament ends and the champion awaits the Prime Minister's Cup, how will Japan handle the ritual? Consistent with the way sumo and the Japanese government have balanced protocol and tradition in the past, I can think of three possible scenarios the Sumo Association might consider. Option 1. The Prime Minister steps onto the Dohyo, just like her predecessors. This would be a dramatic break from precedent, a true paradigm shift. The JSA would have to officially approve an exception or create a new rule to allow it. Perhaps the ceremony could include modifications, a symbolic gesture like a cloth walkway, a purification ritual, or positioning her as the edge rather than the center of the Dohyo. If this happens, it would send a powerful message about equality and modernization in one of Japan's oldest traditions. Option 2. The Prime Minister delivers the trophy, but does not step onto the Dohyo. This seems the most likely outcome. She could remain beside the Dohyo, while a male representative climbs onto it to complete the handover. In that case, the ritual remains intact. The Dohyo stays a man-only sacred place, while the Prime Minister's presence preserves the symbolic importance of her role. And then there's option 3, a hybrid or entirely new protocol. It's also possible that the JSA could design a special compromise. For example, the Prime Minister might step only onto the edge of the ring, without touching the sacred clay, or take part in a purification ritual before entering. Such an approach would allow the association to honor both tradition and the changing realities of Japanese society. Now, considering the deeply conservative nature of professional sumo, my personal guess leans towards the second option. Most likely, Sanae Takaichi will attend the ceremony and hands the trophy to an intermediary, but will not step onto the Dohyo herself. A diplomatic balance between reverence and representation. This isn't just about one trophy or one politician. It's about how Japan negotiates the tension between its cultural heritage and the pressures of modernization. Sumo has always been more than a sport. It's a mirror of Japan's identity, and like the country itself, it now stands at a point where tradition meets progress. If the first female prime minister stands at the edge of the Dohyo, unable to enter, it will say something about where Japan still draws the line. And that, my friends, is a question only the future can answer. But anyway, that's all for today. So if you enjoyed this video, consider liking it, subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss any future content. That's it guys, until next time!